Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wingcat Sports. Today, we are going to talk about the Red Wings for once again. We're going to go over their cap situation just before the year starts, what it kind of looks like throughout the year, and what might be looking like into next year. So, right now, they are at 78.3 million as their total cap hit. That is about 5 million under the 83.5 million cap. So, they got a little bit of room if something happens this year to sign somebody. Entry level contracts at the moment are Berggren, Raymond, and Sider. They have a potential bonus. Raymond has a potential bonus of 2.5 mil. Sider has 850K potential bonus. So that's about 3 million in bonuses possible this year for them. People are kind of going towards their last year. This is kind of their last year on the team potentially, right? We signed Fisher to a 1 year deal. Goss is paired to a 1 year deal. Perron is on his last year of his deal, so he'll be gone next year unless we resign him, but I don't expect us to. Rasmussen's on his last year of his restricted free agent contract. Reimer was only signed for a year. Sprong was signed for a year. And Villano was only signed for a year. So you got a little bit of cat space going into next year to deal with whatever happens. You have a decent amount there in case someone pops up.
Yeah, he seems like Eisman's done a very good job in managing the cap. He was left a mess with Ken Holland, and it's taken him a while. He still has Justin Abdelkader on his freaking, paying him still, and so managing the cap is as important as anything else with the team nowadays. You got to be able to not get yourself in trouble with that, so that you can sign people when you need to and have some flexibility, and he does. I think the team is pretty stocked this year. He's got like that 5 million to play with if he needs to, but I don't really see a need.
Neither do I. I don't really see them doing much left with the year. They might trade for someone halfway through the year if we're in that position, or they might trade away.
Yeah, I think that's what it's for, basically, to look at where they're at the halfway point.
Yeah.
Trade deadline, whatever that is. And if we're in a good position, if we think we're going to be making the playoffs, he might pick somebody up.
Yeah,
that could help us. I think we're in really, really, really good shape as far as that goes.
Yeah, cap wise, we are in pretty decent shape. 2 years out, so people we got for 2 more years, but we can potentially use this trade bait in the off season. Robbie Fabry, 4 mil per year.
Yeah, I think we're going to be getting rid of him pretty soon.
The Husso has still 2 years left, 4.75. Costin has 2 mil. Mata's 3 mil, and then Jeff Petrie, we're only paying him 2.3 mil. Montreal is retaining the same amount that we are, while Pittsburgh's paying 1.56 mil of that contract.
Yeah, I think with Husso, it's just a matter of seeing how Kosa develops,
which he has not done well this offseason in training camp. He has been getting scored on a lot. He was doing good in the ECHL with Toledo, but he did not have a good training camp. Which leads you to believe, can we have Augustine ready potentially in 2 years?
Possibly. You never know with goalies. Like I said, it was a gamble when he took him in the draft. He could have taken who's that Swedish kid that's doing really, really well?
Gustafson or whatever. I don't know. No. He's with Minnesota. The one who's Minnesota,
he's doing really well though.
Yeah.
So we kind of probably took the wrong goalie there.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Like I said, goalies develop, and Kosa might, still has time.
Yeah. So that's a couple years to show that he has potential. But I would say if after this year he doesn't show potential, I think you can say that he was not the guy we should have taken.
Right.
And he probably will get let go.
Right. We can look at Augustine, and you never know. With goalies are weird, strange things.
Guys that are 3 years out, just in time for our young guys to come up that we just drafted. Ben Sherratt, we still got him for 3 years, 2025, 2026. Right. That's when that contract is done. That's 4.75 mil. Justin Hall, 3.4. And Wallman, 3.4. So 3 of your defensemen are done in 2025, 2026. That will lead you to, right, basically reshaping your defensive core at that point. Well, you're stuck with your defense for a couple of years, basically.
I think that they will too, because like I said, Sherratt was another one that really hasn't worked out the way they want it, unless he turns something around. But he's going to be too old; they're not going to care anyways whether he does or not. He's going to be gone after this contract, and Probably Hall, same thing. We got some young guys coming up, and we'll see.
Especially Axel, right? We just drafted Axel.
Right.
He will be up probably by then.
Right.
Longer contracts to look at, right? We have Comfort until 2027, 2028. Cop we have until 2026, 2027. That's a 5.6 mil contract. Comfort is a 5 mil contract. The Brinket is here till 2026, 2027. So a lot of cap space is going to open up that year. 7.8 mil. And then Larkin is signed through 2030, 2031 at 8.7 mil. So you're not really going to get major cap opening again, it looks like, until about 2026. So they're kind of going to have to work around their cap situation for a while.
And
try
I'm
and do
sure
what
he
they
will,
can.
and I'm sure the cap will go up.
Yes.
So it's it's something. I think Eisman's done a really good job managing the cap. So we'll see. Like I said, everyone's pretty excited about this year.
All right. Moving on to the buyouts, right? The 2 buyouts that we have for the team. First one, Justin Applicator, right? We had to pay him $1 million a year through 2025, 2026. And then Yamamoto.
Last time he played like 10 years ago or
it's been
something.
like 5-6 years.
That's got to be quite a while ago.
And then Yamamoto, not as much though. $433K this year, $533K next year. So retained salary transactions, we still have money given to Verana this year, 2.6 mil to Verana this year.
But that's the nature of sports. Every team probably deals with it, some variety. I feel bad about Verana. I forget, how did he do with St. Louis once we sent him?
He didn't do bad. He's got a few goals. He did pretty all right. So the one article I see saying what the best value contract we have is Rasmussen, not including the entry level contracts. And the worst value is Cop.
That might change, though. That might change.
I would say Sherratt's probably our worst value.
Yeah, I think Cop is going to really bounce back this year. I think he's going to be a big asset. Sherratt, I hope, but I was disappointed with him. I really thought we were going to get a physical presence.
Currently I would say Sherratt probably is the worst contract we have, but he might be able to turn around with Petrie. We'll see what happens. Right?
So.
We have a decently built team for the cap that we got. And again, we got $5 million. If something happens halfway through the year where we need somebody to come up, right? They want to trade for someone to make that push. They can trade for him.
Right.
And then maybe get rid of a little bit of cap at the same time. But with that being said, right, that's your cap overview of the Red Wings before the season starts. Hopefully we'll start getting more Red Wing videos out there as the season progresses. Weekly breakdowns and whatnot, all that kind of stuff. But until next time, right, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. And until next time, hope to see everybody soon.